Hello, good morning, Phil from Cape York. And I wanted to do something a little bit different today rather than just me holding the camera and talking about crap. I've got a battery charger that I bought off a friend of mine for 20 bucks. So, and I've got a boat and I've got a flat battery. So let's combine these things and I'll go through my thought process of how I'd get something so simple as a $20 battery charger into, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots that I can edit up and chuck on there and see if we get some sales. What are you doing?
Daddy, I saw some little beetles flying around.
The beetles are okay.
And that on the railing, every time I slow, there's a dragonfly.
Oh, dragonfly.
Up there, in the tree. Up there.
There's a million dragonflies. I can't see it. Oh yeah, oh how nice is that? Oh wow. So rather than just telling you about it afterwards and walking the beach with the dog, I thought I would run you through one start to finish. Now my thought process with something like this that's essentially a static shot, a little bit of sun coming through, essentially a static shot, I would, at least to start, I'd go wide, medium, close, and then an unusual shot. More about that in a sec, but obviously, you know, that's just my framework for like, well, shit, what clips should I get? Where do I start? How do I tell a story with this? So obviously wide, I'm thinking probably the establishing shot with the boat, the cover in the background, the you know, the controls and everything. Sorry? More? Well, just work around it, okay? Thank you. So you know, the wide's going to be your establishing shot. It's probably going to be me putting this down, something like that, nice and simple, putting it down. The mid is probably going to be this, the main part there. And then the close would be probably a macro, probably even because this obviously this is the amp that it reads, the actual charging thing, and the needle does a funky little kind of bouncy movement when you turn it on, so I'll probably use that. So with the lens I'm using, I can get in that close. I can probably fill the frame with that, and that's going to look really good. But normally with your wide, mid, close, you'd just be a wide shot and you take a few steps in, there's your mid, a few more steps in, close, showing the object. It's good job, guys. That's looking really good. Obviously the leaves are wet, aren't they? It just gives us a framework of where to start. So your wide's probably, with the boat, including the boat, putting it down. The mid, probably this part, maybe even one of me hooking up the cables. So, you know, a little bit of even just this area here. You've obviously still got the boat in the background, but it's just the detail shot, probably hands going on, clipping it on. And then the close is probably going to be that when I turn it on, or even maybe a close one there of me turning it on, hand coming in, flicking it on. It's got to have a bit of motion, otherwise it's just going to be a stock photo. And the unusual one is it's more an excuse to think outside the box. Could it be a time lapse? Could it be an unusual angle? You know, could it be point of view shot? Could I you know, could I put the action camera and put the Osmo on one of these clips and have it coming in? It's an excuse for you to think outside the box, try to come up with something unusual. It might work, it might not, but it's something a bit more interesting, because you can always ditch one. You can always ditch the mid if the mid's a bit sort of nothingy or it feels a bit same. You can always piss that off. But the experimental one, probably 50% of the time, it doesn't work. All right, so thanks for joining me. The idea is a nice, simple $20 battery charger, and just my thought process of, okay, we can go wide, mid, close, unusual shot. As we saw, it doesn't always work, but end up getting a couple of close ones. The needle and the off-on, and we've got the wide, which is obviously encompassing the boat and the flat battery there, so you're banging the terminals on, and the mid being kind of framed it up. Obviously you can, you know, if it's a shot that I am going to cut, it's probably going to be the mid shot if it's a little bit same-ish. But and obviously we had some very minor problems with not enough light for the for some of the close-in macro-esque shots, so just chucked in a little light panel as close as I could get, filled that in, tweaked a couple of settings, got it to at least one, you know, one and a bit stops over. Happy with that. So that's it, pretty straightforward. I was a bit pedantic perhaps with that. It's been, what, probably 30 minutes in total. I'll get I'll probably get 4 shots out of that, which is pretty good. Edit them up, chuck them on there. I'll see how they look, and I might add to it, but I'm just gonna chop the Christ out of this video because it's very long. But thank you so much. I hope this was a little bit different. I hope you got something out of this. Yeah, thank you. See you in the next one. Ta.